right, good morning, everybody. We got some chair yoga on this beautiful Sunday morning. Got my chair. We're actually going to do a little bit of standing practice today using the chair. So I would recommend having a nice steady surface to have your chair at. And being outside is amazing. It's beautiful today. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my chair so that it is next to me. And then the first thing I would love for you to do is just to stand tall. You can also do this seated if you want to just follow along with the upper part. And I'll give you some options as we go along. Turn your palms away from you. We talk about this all the time. Palms away from us, we open our heart. When we open our heart, we live at a higher frequency. If you watched my video yesterday about how to increase your vibration, it is all about living from the heart, not the head. So turn your palms and then squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. It's a little noisy around here today. Got dogs barking. And then take a really long breath in. And then empty the breath. And imagine that you're breathing down into your lower part of your body. So we elevate the heart, take a breath. And then breathe down into your legs. Do that 2 more times. Breathe into your heart and down into your legs. And 1 more. Such a beautiful way to begin the day. I'm going to turn so that you can see the direction of my spine and how I'm going to move my spine. So I'm going to turn towards my chair. I'm going to stay about, 18 inches from the back of my chair to start. I'm going to put my hands on my chair, make sure that it's stable. You could do this on the back of a sofa. And then I'm just going to tuck my elbows into my chest, push my heels way down, and I create this really long shape. Okay, so I'm just standing at a diagonal and it feels amazing. Now I'm going to step my left foot back further, keep my right foot where it's at, hinge my hips back, lower my torso so that I'm 90 degrees and I'm looking at my right toe. So the chair is bringing the floor higher to me. Of course, I could do this without the chair, but I feel a lot of pressure in my backside, and that's not where I want to feel it. I want to feel the length in my spine and the length in my legs. I'm going to take my elbows and I'm going to bend them as I lower down just a little bit more. Maybe my forehead can touch the back of the chair or the back of the sofa. Both legs are straight. Take a breath. On your inhale, press your body up to stand and step your left foot to meet your right. Come back to that diagonal, press through the heels. You'll get a stretch through your calves. And take your right foot, step it back, hinge your hips, bring the torso down, hold the tailbone back, take your eyes to your left toe, and breathe. 1 more breath. On your inhale, rise up and bring your right foot to meet your left. Now I'm going to take my feet and I'm going to step both of them back quite a bit distance. Okay, so I'm about 2.5 feet, I would guess. I'm not great at that. All right, so now I'm going to straighten my arms, straighten my spine, bring my tailbone way back. I'm trying to reach my tailbone to that back railing. Bring your head between your arms. Feel that. This is a modified downward facing dog. So if you are unable to stand, you could simply push your chair up to a table, scoot your chair back, and then reach your arms onto the table and feel that nice, long, beautiful spine. Drop your chin, let your head just dangle. Feel that? It is such an amazing stretch for the back of the body. 1 more breath. On your inhale, roll up. Keep your feet where they are. Make sure your chair is nice and stable. We're going to do a little tiny little push-up-y kind of thing. Bend your elbows and lower your body towards your chair. Whoa. Push back up and hinge back. So this is a variation of that chaturanga, we call it in yoga, where we come forward to a push-up. We lower the body. We push back to downward facing dog. If you followed along in my summer series last year, one more time, we did a lot of this. This year's a little different due to that pesky little hip. And then rise back up. Step your feet close to the chair. Turn towards me. Okay, so that was just this. I felt it in my triceps, little hinging back, hinging forward, find a little bit of movement. So now I'm going to take my chair and I'm actually going to put it on this side of me just because my hip is not the greatest. And so I want to be able to show you where we're going on my good side. Both sides are good, but you know what I mean. All right, toes are going to go straight. I'm going to take my right toes and I'm going to turn them towards the chair. Now my left foot, I'm going to step wide. Toes are facing forward. I'm going to bend my right knee. And I want to make sure that my knee is over my ankle so I can see that it's a little bit forward. So I'm going to sink here. Now here's what's amazing. I'm opening up my pelvis. I'm going to take my right hand to the chair, left arm to the sky. So I'm using the chair once again to bring the floor to me. Now look at that nice long diagonal line. See if you can replicate that. If this is too much of a bend, you can also use the higher part of your chair. And there we go. So chairs are a great tool. All right, think and feel that stretch through the whole left side. And then inhale to rise. Straighten both legs. Toes are going to stay the same. Left toes forward, right toes towards the chair. My hand is going to go to the chair. I'm going to reach up, legs stay straight, and I'm going to start that process of hinging again. And here I come into a very modified triangle pose. Now for a lot of us, triangle pose is inaccessible if we are not using a prop like a chair. I could also be using that railing. So use what you have around you. You don't have to have a lot of equipment to do this. Next inhale, rise up. We're going to take those two positions again. So I'm going to bend my right knee. I'm using the high part. You could use the low part. Rest your elbow. Bring your left arm up and get that nice side angle. Now we're going to keep our body just like this, but straighten the right leg. Feel that? Ooh, beautiful stretch for the right leg. Let's try that again. Bend your right knee. Sink, sink, sink. And then straighten. So perfect. Inhale up. What a beautiful day. I'm going to step my feet together. We're going to try it on this side. I'm going to show you how modified I'm going to need to be on my hip replacement side. So my toes are going to turn towards the chair. My right toes are going to be forward. Let's give this a try. Bend that left knee. Make sure that the left knee is above the left ankle. Not getting very far, but that's okay. So I'm going to show you side angle in a very modified. Pull your right hip back. Mine wants to go forward. So I want to pull that back. That's because I've spent so many months modifying and babying. I'm going to bring my left hand down. Right arm goes up and then over we go. So I've created the same shape, just not as deep, and that is okay. Take one more breath and then rise. Let's straighten the left leg. You can use the high end of the chair, the low end of your chair. Legs stay straight. Right arm goes up. Tick-tock. Find triangle pose. So I really feel it through my right side. If you're able to, that left hand can go lower. Come on up. And now we're going to link those two together. Bend your left. Right arm goes up. Over we go. Now, bend if you can. Get really deep here. Open your heart towards me. Feel that. And now we're going to straighten the left leg and bend the left leg. Baby movements for me, but it's okay. Straighten it and bend it. Rise up. How fantastic is that? Step your feet together. We're going to do a couple more and then this is it. Hold on to the chair with your left hand. Root down into your left leg. That's going to become your tree trunk. Left hand is going to stay on the chair today. Right arm's going to sweep out. Beautiful. Right knee lifts. Now you can see immediately I dump. Okay, so we're going to try that again. Straighten the left leg. Lift up out of that pelvic girdle, I guess, just really tighten up the core. I totally let my core go. So we're going to redo that. Squeeze the navel to the spine, hold on to the chair, right arm goes out, and now gently lift your right knee. Better. I can see where I need to work my body. Right arm goes to the sky. Okay, so I'm holding on, but I'm not dumping. I'm just hanging out here. Now take your right foot, shoot it behind you, lean forward, and reach to me. That's as far as I can go. That's as far as I can go. You might become parallel to the floor. That's perfect. Inhale to rise, and exhale to lower. Grab your chair, flip it around, or flip your body around. If you don't have the ability to just swing a chair around, maybe have two chairs. Here we go. Right leg becomes that rooted tree trunk. Right hand is on the chair. Left knee lifts. Activate that core. Left arm to the sky. So beautiful. Take your left foot, extend it behind you. Lower your heart, reach. Now this side is much easier for me. I'm hanging on with my right hand. Inhale to rise, and exhale to lower. Good news is we're going to do it one more time each side. Let your left leg become that tree root. Hold on to the couch, the kitchen sink, the chair, the deck railing. Engage the core. Right knee lifts. Better when we're mindful and we're in our body. We tell our body what we want it to do. We engage where we need to engage. Right arm goes to the sky. Got a soft breeze. Here we go. Right foot. Shoot it behind you. Right arm to me. Maybe I'm here at a diagonal. That's okay. Maybe that's where you're at too. It's perfect. Inhale up. Exhale lower. One more time on the opposite side. Right leg becomes the tree trunk. Right hand finds the chair. Left knee lifts. Mine's not very high. That's okay. Left arm to the sky. Here we go. Left foot shoots back. Left arm to me. Beautiful. Inhale to rise. And exhale lower. I had a question a long time ago. If I have a dance background, because I have these my arms can, I move my arms gracefully. I do not have a dance background. In fact, my entire life I was told I was clumsy, I was a tomboy, I was far too clunky to do ballet or any sort of dance. And so when I was 42 years old, I walked into a ballet studio and I took a beginner ballet class. It was crazy. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. So hard, but that's where I kind of, I found fluidity in my body. And I feel like our life is so rigid. We are so linear. We get up in the morning and we go, 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 go. We collapse into bed and we rinse and repeat. Very linear. And I have found that if I bring in movements that are not linear, that just flow, my life tends to also replicate that flow. Okay, so I'm flexible. I'm able to adapt to changes. I was talking about that in a yoga class yesterday, how we adapt to changes all the time, but yet we have a story about ourselves that we're not good at change. We actually are great at change. We change seasons every 4 times a year. We change all the time. We change our preferences. We change the brand of coffee we might brew. We change things all the time, but we have a belief in our head that we're not good at change, when in fact we are great at change. So we can adapt to things. And if you find your life being incredibly linear, rinse and repeat, and you feel like you thrive in that rigid schedule, I would say challenge yourself to go with the flow, to feel your body and your life, just sort of roll with it and see if that brings a little softer experience to your life. It's beautiful here. It's beautiful today. We're hoping for rain. It's been really dry and really hot. Change, right? Every day, being adaptable, finding flow in your body, flow in your life, flow in your mind, flow in your heart. That's where it's at. And you can do hard things. Take a ballet class. Go for it. Who cares? It's all good. Have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. I'll see you soon.